A two-way tie for the lead at the inaugural Greenbrier Classic.
Welcome to PGA Tour Today, presented by MasterCard.
After a weather delay, Matt Every made a late charge to join Erik Compton on top of the leaderboard. Hello everyone, I'm Casey Black. You may remember his name and his story after the U.S. Open. Now he's back in the headlines. Two-time heart transplant recipient Erik Compton leads after the opening round of the Greenbrier Classic. Despite being 2 over through 3 holes on his opening round, Compton posted a 7 under 63, his personal best this season. No surprise, he leads the field in birdies after carding 9, which include a string of 4 starting in the par 4 ninth. Compton is playing this week on a sponsor's exemption and is making his 7th start of the season, 24th of his career. He talked with Bob Stevens from the PGA Tour Network right after his opening round about the challenging course conditions and his thoughts on the day.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, I'm excited. You know, I got a couple of goosebumps out there playing. You know, to have a great round like that, regardless of how the course is set up. You know, I think I was playing in the last 14, and well, I had to make that putt to get 10 birdies in the last 14 holes. So, you know, it's just great. I mean, what else can you ask for?
Compton's career best finish, by the way, is a tie for 30th this year at the Arnold Palmer Invitational. The 30-year-old's best position after any round in a PGA Tour event was a tie for 11th after the opening round of the 2010 Mayakoba Golf Classic. He ended up tied for 40th. Look for Compton to start things off at 2 o'clock Eastern Time with Martin Flores, who is 1 over, and Aaron Price, who is 5 under heading into day 2. Price has one top 10 finish on the season and is looking for his first career win. Matt Every, who started off his round at 1:40 Eastern Time, carded a bogey-free 7 under 63 to also share the lead heading into Friday. Every, the rookie who is looking for his first win on tour, has scored 3 top 25 finishes this year, with his best a tie for 8th at the Waste Management Phoenix Open. He gets his second round underway at 8:40 a.m. Friday. And there are a few players sitting just 1 shot off the lead at 6 under par heading into round 2. One of those players includes Jeff Overton. His 6 under 64 is his second best opening round of his career. His best was a 63 at Colonial this year. He carded 7 birdies and only 1 bogey, which came on the par 3 18th. Overton, who is currently 12th in the FedEx Cup standings, is looking for his first win on tour. He has come close with 8 top 25 finishes this year, including 4 top 10s. Look for him to kick things off Friday starting at 1:30 Eastern Time with Jeff Maggart and Brendan Pappas, both of whom will start off their second rounds at 1 over par. By the way, Overton, who is just outside the top 50 in the official World Golf Rankings, is hoping to place high enough in West Virginia so that a top 50 placement will earn him exemption into the World Golf Championship Bridgestone Invitational. George McNeil, on the other hand, who is also tied at 6 under par, 1 shot off the lead, is 120th in the rankings and can only get into the field next week with a win at Greenbrier. Bob Stevens from the PGA Tour Network is in West Virginia and has more now on a look back at the opening round and what we can expect now for round 2.
Casey, there are a couple of things the players told me after they finished their first rounds that I think are going to be important to remember when they get going in round 2. One is that this course can be had. Brendan Young was in one of the first couple of groups out, shot a 65, thought he maybe left 3 shots out on the course. He's thinking 62, 61, 60 is out there to be had. And then Erik Compton went out and almost did it. Bogeyed 2 of his first 3 holes, then made 9 birdies in his next 15 holes. An incredible run that got him to 7 under par. He says, yes, the course can be had, but he also said watch out for the breezes. They're not very large, they're not 30 miles an hour, this is not St. Andrews, but there's just slight breezes and they can play with your mind. Erik Compton backed off of a number of shots looking to see where the wind was going to blow, and sometimes that can make an impact on how you hit a club even if the breeze doesn't blow. You've got to be able to commit to your shots. That'll be important when Erik Compton finally tees it up at 2 o'clock on Friday afternoon. You, of course, can hear Erik Compton's round and all the coverage of this Greenbrier Classic on the PGA Tour Network, Sirius 209 at XM 146. Casey?
Thanks, Bob. You can watch the second round coverage of the Greenbrier Classic starting at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Golf Channel. And just before that, starting at 2 o'clock Eastern, watch On the Tee Live. John Swantek, Brian Katrick, and myself will bring you exclusive second round highlights in addition to player interviews, live scoring, analysis, perspective, and much more. That's On the Tee Live starting at 2 o'clock Eastern Time on PGATour.com.
PGA Tour Today is presented by MasterCard. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard, proud sponsor of the PGA Tour.